Hello and welcome. This is Beverly-fells-Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness, and I am so excited about today's show. I am so happy that you are here. For those of you who are new, I am a speaker, author, and I am known as the Silver Fox of Consciousness because I help you take command of your life through the power of your mind, through the power of your thoughts and the actions that you take. And that's why I am so excited about today's show because I am talking about inspired action. Yes, inspired action. What kind of actions do you take? Are they just, okay, I'll do this today. Well, maybe I'll take care of that. Or is it that you get this feeling inside of you that says, I've got to do this? Or you've used the term before, I have this gut feeling. Or you say, I've got to call Aunt Jane, or I need to call my friend. I've got this overwhelming urge to make a connection. When you have those urges, that is what I refer to as inspired action. And I wrote an entire chapter on inspired action in my book, Christianity, the Law of Attraction, and the One Command, Bible Principles Revealed and Applied to Everyday Living. It is available on Amazon. If you go to Amazon and you just look up Beverly-Fells-Jones, and you will see all of the books that I have available for you to change your mind, to change your life. So I start out that chapter on inspired action by telling or quoting this: trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. And that comes from Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, the 5th and 6th verses. So I go on to say, in your prayers, turn your requests over and commit your changes to God. Now, depending on where you are, that you're going to commit your changes to God, the universe, infinite intelligence, the creator of this world. It just depends on where you are and how do you refer to this entity. Well, let me tell you about Mary. Mary set her intention on getting her husband back. And I mean, she was just distraught. She couldn't think of anything other than how to win his heart back. She was driven by her desire to put her family back together. But her method was far from being inspired. She chose to lean on her own understanding and not on her creator's. When I was talking with her, and I remember that clearly, and it's 10 years ago almost now, and he had made it perfectly clear, perfectly clear, that he had no intention of coming back to her. And as she spoke to me about her relationship, I realized that this was not a good relationship for her based on the way she told me he treated her. He did not respect her. He did not honor her. But now, after years, I realize that she was in a toxic relationship, but she was codependent on him. But that's what happens as you learn and grow and study. But no matter what I said, she didn't want to change her mind. She was going to win him back. I lost touch with her, so I don't know what happened. But inside of me, I knew that he wasn't coming back. He had found himself someone else, and they were moving on with their life, and she wasn't. And that was the point I was trying to make with her. To move on. Your best offense is to show that you are living your life and you are being successful. So if you are in a situation such as that, your best defense is to move on, live your life, become the person you've always wanted to be. And if it is meant to be that you get back together, then it will happen. That other person will see what they've lost or what they missed. But sometimes, and I'm going to tell you from experience, you go on, you become who you want to be, and you realize they were not for you. In fact, you realize that they were a detriment and holding you back. There is so many things that we go after on our own and not lean on the understanding of infinite intelligence, the creator of the universe. Inside of us, we will be given and told the things that we want. So when we think of things that we do and the actions that we take in order to get what we want, we rarely think of them as being inspired. However, when thinking about the law of attraction, we know that inspired action is very important. Without it, we wouldn't be able to accomplish things that were very important to us and that we were directed to pursue. So, we must ask and believe that we will receive the direction or help that we need to be successful. Proverbs 13:4 says, "The soul of the sluggish desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fast." So all through my book, Christianity, the Law of Attraction, and the One Command, I discuss being inspired to act in a certain way. And so we must tune ourselves and our feelings. We've got to tune inside and be able to be quiet enough that when we are led by Spirit, we know it. We know it. We know very well because we are tapped into that. We must become so knowledgeable about our feelings that we instinctively know that we need to do a certain thing at a certain time. So think about over your life the times that you've said, "I had a hunch," or "Why didn't I take that chance? I knew it inside, somewhere inside," you know. And these were the times you were being given information on which you should have acted for a great result. You've also gotten feelings where the answer was no, you don't do that, and you've done it anyway. And things may not have turned out exactly the way you wanted them. You know, you've heard that opportunity knocks only once. Well, when it is inspired, it may knock several times before it disappears. For me, it has knocked 3 times, and I can pinpoint the knocks. But it may appear in different ways. We have to learn how to be aware of what it looks like. In my book, I tell the story of shoes, a pair of shoes that I had been wanting and I did a desire for. And by following my instinct or the inspired action, I found those exact shoes Now, please be aware, it was in a place that I normally would not go to. In fact, I wouldn't have gone there just to look for those shoes. In fact, I almost missed getting those shoes because I got distracted. But the story's in the book. So you got to get the book to hear the story. But here's the thing. The direction I received was almost like in having a VA, a virtual assistant, who did all the work and searched all over the town or the city, multiple cities, to find that item and then say, hey, Bev, I want you to go. You need to go here. Your shoes are right here. Go look on this rack in this position, and you're going to find your shoes. Now, inspired action comes in many forms, external and internal. James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. So this is what I say when you go into meditation, when you go into meditative prayer. You can ask for the strength and the wisdom to achieve your desire. The answer will always come to you. Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall diminish, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. Now, it's like a lot of us do vanity things, and we think it might be vanity, but we also know that we are going out to find what we need. There is some work involved. There's always some work involved. It's like me recording this podcast. It takes some work. It took some work to decide what I was going to talk about today. Was I going to talk from my book, or was I going to talk from a Napoleon Hill or Neville Goddard or Jose Silva or any number of the thought leaders that I follow and talk to you about in their teachings? It took some work. So you have to put in some work. You can't achieve anything if you do nothing. Yes, there have been times when I've gotten a check in the mail and it was so cool. Yes. Unexpected money. Yes. Just listen to my one Napoleon Hill Tuesday on YouTube. Yes. Oh, I've gotten money. And sometimes it could be a phone call that you've been waiting for, or setting up a meeting. But you'll know when you have learned to sit, be quiet, and listen. And as it happens over a period of time, you will learn the voice. You will learn the nudge. I have learned when I am getting nudged, or the voice. So be thankful for all the ideas and inspired activities that come into your life. Don't be negative about anything. When something doesn't happen, or something happens that I'm not happy about, there's a question that I ask myself. That question is this: what can I learn from this? What is the lesson in this? Sometimes I can't quite figure it out. Other times it's like, oh yeah, I needed to learn that lesson. So ask yourself that. How much you should be thankful for things that come into your life. When something happens, you do it. You take that inspired action. Say thank you. Just look up, look down, go into meditation, whatever, and be thankful that for all that has come into your life. And I know some of you are struggling, and it's hard to have faith. It's hard to believe that you'll get direction. But remember, there are things you need to do. You know the things you need to do to move forward. If you're out of work, what is it going to take to find a job? And even if it means finding an interim job making less money until you find the job in your chosen profession, you get to make the choice. You get to make the decision. And I always say, ask for guidance and direction. So when you get that inspired action, a lot of people refer to it as intuition. And it's been discounted, including I discounted it. And then there were times when I didn't want to say that intuition led me, right? Inspired action led me. Some people see or have visions, they're clairvoyant. Still others can sense or feel if the mood is positive or negative, that's clairsentient. Whatever your gift, discover what it is and become attuned to what information is being given to you. Acts 2:17-18 says, in the last days, God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your young men will see visions, your old men will dream dreams. Even on my servants, both men and women, I will pour out my spirit in those days, and they will prophesy. I just realized something as I read this. Hadn't noticed it before. But I was going to skip this scripture and just continue talking about inspired action, but I got this little feeling inside of me that says, read this scripture. And what I noticed that many of you who are familiar with scriptures may have never noticed before, just like me. And it says, in the last day, God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. All people. Right? And it talks about your sons and daughters will prophesy, young men will see visions, and your old men will dream dreams. And then it says, even on my servants, both men and women, I will pour out my spirit in those days. So everybody will get poured out on. So people who you may discount as having fruits of the Spirit, but they don't claim to be Christian, guess what? This says he's going to pour it out on all people, indiscriminately. This is a new thing for me, so you're getting my revelation as I'm pulling it out, that we will all have that capability. Interesting. Takes me to another level. So let's talk about what happened with me. I came to realize these gifts have been given to keep us safe and to lead us on a correct path. Many people have said they took a different route than usual to work because of a feeling or just knowing they should, only to find out later that there was an accident on their normal route. So when anything occurs that you find unusual or you acted on some instinct and it came through, note it in your journal how you were feeling. Did you have a dream about it? How did the thought come to you? This is how you start learning how to hear the voice. And what was the outcome of that incident? Take the time to think about these times when you were given direction and make a note of how you felt, what was going on around you. Did you think, hear, or feel what you were to do, or was it all three? Mark those moments. You will learn to become tuned in your intuitive nature. Understand that you have these gifts. And most of the time, we don't turn them on. We don't have them turned on. We don't believe they can be turned on, but they can. It's like when I teach my Jose Silva Ultramind ESP class, in 48 hours, I train you. I train the people in the class how to turn on those abilities. And by the end of the class, they have those abilities because it's within you already. You just have to believe it and get it and have it activated within you. I tell you, today is an inspired action for me. And hopefully it's been an inspired time for you. And so before I close out, let's do a short meditation. And those of you who are driving or operating machinery, please take the time to either stop this now or pull over, stop using the equipment, because you don't want to cause any pain and suffering to anyone or anything. This is only if you're in a position to close your eyes and relax. And this is only going to be a moment of deep breathing. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And know that there is a power and presence within us and around us and through us in this whole universe that guides and directs us, helps us to be the best that we can be. And I want you to believe that you have the capability to understand the voice as it's given to you, to learn what it sounds like, feels like, looks like for you. Take a deep breath in and out. This power and presence is here to help us, all of us. This power and presence is the creator of this universe and the creator of you and I. This power and presence loves you. Feel my love coming to you, embracing you. And in that love, feel the love of the Creator of infinite wisdom. Feel the love and visualize it. It can be visualized as it's a wonderful, beautiful golden light or beautiful white light or blue light or all those lights coming and engulfing you in a big bubble of love. Feel that love. Feel the love that I am sending out to you. Feel that you are a magnificent, wonderful, beautiful being. And you deserve to be treated well. You deserve to be loved. And I'm sending you that love unconditionally. Because you are a son or daughter of the Most High. And I honor you. Feel the love emanating from your heart and going out. And you send out love, because the more love you send out, the more will come back to you. Take a deep breath in and out. And as I bring you out of this meditation, you will continue to feel that love and be enveloped in that love. And all you'll ever have to do, if you feel as though you're not in a loving situation, just close your eyes and remember this meditation and remember to feel the love and envelop yourself in that love and it will calm you. It will help you to think more calmly. It will help you tap into yourself and into those inspired actions that you have all the time you may not have recognized. Take a deep breath in and out. I am going to count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you'll be wide awake, feeling fine, feeling better than before. 1, 2, 3. Mentally, silently, repeat after me. Every day, in every way, I am better, better, and better. Negative thoughts nor images have power over me at any level of the mind. 4, 5. Wide awake, feeling fine, feeling better than before. So thank you so much for being with me today. As I said, you can find Christianity, the Law of Attraction, and the One Command on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Author House, a number of other locations. It's available in Kindle. It's available in hard copy, soft copy. If you want Audible, send me an email. I have to find it. I recorded it for a friend of mine a long time ago because she wasn't able to read, but I've never uploaded it to Audible. So if you're interested, it'll make me go find it on another computer, but it's available. So email me at beverly@commandingyourlife.com and just put in the subject line audio version of your book. All right. Have a great week, and as you have believed, let it be done to you, and it is so. Thank you for listening today. Please share the link to this show with your friends and family so that they can learn how to be the best that they can be. Visit my website at commandingyourlife.com and follow me on Facebook. Have any suggestions for the show? Just contact me by emailing beverly@commandingyourlife.com. Be sure to join me on the next episode. As you have believed, let it be done to you, and it is so.